guys, welcome to this quarantine edition of Talks with Wine. I am your girl Marley, and if you are new to our channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell just so you know when hot new stuff drops. As you can see, we're not in the studio right now, but that's because we're doing our part by practicing some social distancing. All that means is we get to interact a little bit more. So, on Mondays, we'll drop motivational Monday tips to get your week started. On Wednesdays, for Wind Down Wednesdays, you guys will send us a picture or a video of how you wind down. Make sure you include the hashtag TWW Wind Down so we know to feature you. On Thursdays, for Talk It Up Thursdays, you guys get to ask us a question and we'll answer it. So make sure you're following us on our social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, just so you know when your questions have been answered. And if you have any inquiries on being featured on the show or sponsoring a show, let us know at talkswithwineboston@gmail.com, okay? And the only simple rule for all of this madness: don't run out of wine. Simple enough, right? Yeah. Catch us next time.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's your girl Tam, aka Tamara the Terrible, and I am here checking in with you. As you can see, I am not in the studio space. I am at home with my lovely plant Seymour and my brick wall. No, we have decided collectively as a group that we just want to say first and foremost, thank you so much for all the support. Thank you so much to all the essential workers and everyone who is out there doing their thing. I have two co-hosts that are essential workers as well, so I definitely want to be grateful and thankful for them. My job tried to say we was essential, but we ain't essential, because never mind. So that's first and foremost. Secondly, like I said, as you can see, we are not at the studio. What this is and what we've decided to do was really understand the full effects of social distancing and start to apply them. So for the next few weeks, what you will get is not quite the full show that you're used to, but you'll get weekly check-ins. So we're going to be doing like Wind Down Wednesdays or Talk It Up Thursdays or Feisty Fridays. I really didn't read the thing that Marley sent over, but that's kind of the gist of it. So I'm going to kick you guys off this Wednesday with a wind down. And so basically, this is just a check-in. Some of us have been home now for close to 2-3 months. I believe I'm going on month 3. It kind of really doesn't feel like it has been that long, but I guess it really depends on what you've been doing with your time. So to talk about it, I essentially have been really working on undoing habits. So I've been really working on just what I can do to kind of still keep myself in the groove. So, the same way that you would wake up in the morning and you do your routine, is kind of how I've kept it. Except what I've been implementing are things that I've probably always wanted to implement, such as like being able to stretch, being able to go on the porch and take in some fresh air and some sun first thing in the morning. But above all, really removing technology and the anxiety of having to get to work on time, checking in, doing all those things. Some of that has been removed. And while I'm working from home, some of that still remains because I'm having to adjust now with my workspace being in my home space. And I think it's a little different when you have to bring your work home with you versus when you work from home, or if you work where your home is your workspace and you're doing something maybe towards like arts and crafts, or if you have like a home office. So definitely doing your best to separate the two. If you have to log on at a certain time and log off at a certain time, do yourself that service and log on and log off at those times. Give yourself still room to enjoy your haven. I know that that's been something that I have been struggling with, so I definitely just wanted to put that out there. But a few things that I've been doing, say for example, when I first get up in the morning, and I think everyone is a little guilty of this, we reach for our phones. A lot of our phones are our alarms. So the first thing that I do in the morning is, turn my alarm off and not checking social media. So not checking my Instagram or going on Facebook, or like checking my account, like anything. Nothing technology related, just getting up, first closing my eyes and taking a good deep breath and just being grateful. So affirmation, or, just a note to yourself, like a mini, mental log, just expressing that, today's going to be a good day, setting the tone for your day. I wake up, today's going to be a really good day. I'm going to have a productive day. These are the things that I want to get done. These are making a to-do list, you know, and not anything too rigorous, not anything that will stress you out, because right about now is really not a good time to be stressed out. There's enough going on out there. And you really just want to do small things that keep your mental in check, but also allow you to feel all the feels of yourself, and get to do all the things that you've probably been meaning to do. So definitely first thing when I do is waking up, not engaging in technology, but really enjoying, myself and my thoughts, and just getting to hear and set the tone for my day. Sometimes I'll go on the porch and I'll stretch in the sun. I am home with a 2-year-old, so I have to be mindful of her schedule too. While she's probably used to waking up around 6:30 with me, I let her sleep now till about 8 so that I can have the morning to myself at 8 or 8:30. Sometimes she's up with me, and if she is, then we stretch together and I tell her what I'm doing and she joins in. And if she's not, I get to take the time to myself. So it's also working around what's going on in your home. It's really just, we have a time to cater to our schedules. We have the time to say, okay, we know stretching first thing in the morning doesn't work for me. Okay, because I have a child to tend to. Boom. So you know what? Let me get my child together. And then maybe around 12 o'clock or whatever time you know their nap time is, utilize that time and squeeze it in. And if you don't feel like it, you don't have to. These are just the things that I'm doing. These are just the small suggestions that I'm making that are keeping me afloat, keeping me feeling good, keeping anxiety and depression away from me. And I definitely think it's an important on a spiritual tip right now to really utilize this time to understand that this is kind of like a universal reset. And when outside opens up, because so many of y'all are so stuck on outside opening up, I just want to be clear, like, please respect one another. You know, if a place is asking you to put your mask on, put your mask on. If you have a mask to do so, please do so. You know, respect people's social distance bubble. If you need to be 6 feet away from somebody, please be 6 feet away from somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get it that we miss contact, you miss a hug, you miss all these things. But what you're really going to miss is your immune system. What you're really going to miss is, like, you're not taking care of yourself. So again, take this time to really get in touch with yourself. Take this time to get in touch with nature. See what's going on outside. You know what I'm saying? Take this time to hear yourself, to listen to yourself. Take this time to try to do the little things that you've always wanted to do, little projects that you wanted to start, researching. You know, I'm not saying you have the time because I don't know your life, but I believe some time has been made for you, for all of us. And so for everyone who's definitely been wanting to take advantage and do things for yourself, now's a really good time. So like I said, first thing I do, my routines. I get up, close my eyes, gratefulness, I might throw some music on and leave my phone. I might listen to my horoscope or my channel of the week. I do that through Spotify and sometimes through YouTube, just to kind of get a feel, because I'm into that stuff, just to get kind of feel of, where I'm at and what my energy is looking like overall. But yeah, and then after that, I kind of get into the day. I make some breakfast. I'm not a super big breakfast person, so I've been really enjoying making myself like smoothies and my, what I call ghetto, is it acai? I never can say that right, but acai bowls with plenty of fruit and just doing all the things that I would normally want to do if I could before work, and I never got a chance to. It didn't matter. And it's like, no matter how early you wake up, it's almost like, you still got to rush to do things. So I'm definitely enjoying this compression of not having to rush and really being able to make my timeline. And I just think it's a transitionary period to allow us to all see, kind of how great we could really be if the time was allotted to us. So definitely after I get up, do my stretching and thing, do my routine, I'll wash my face and take my shower, brush my teeth. My hair is optional. It is what it is. I've done it for y'all today. I've done the perimeter. I hope you like it. And definitely from there, stretching, I get into a good 10-15 minute stretch, or I get into a good 23 to 30 minute workout. And these are intense, core workouts that I just do real quick, overall, quick body hitters. I work out with a YouTube channel, this girl called MadFit, MADFIT. She's really great. She has amazing stretching videos. I've definitely been enjoying her. I also work out with a close friend of mine, OJ Fitness. You can find him on Facebook, OJ Fitness Lifestyle, OJ Fitness. Just type in OJ Fitness and you'll find him. But I did a few virtual classes with him last week, so that's what I've been doing to stay active. and to start to really work out and start to retake care of my body. I feel like I was taking care of my body while I was working, but now that I've gotten a chance to really kind of restructure my habits, because it takes 21 days to form a new habit. So I've been undoing a lot of things and kind of re-implementing things, and definitely holding myself accountable in my house. And definitely just making the time for it, and not being upset if I didn't get through something in the day, and not feeling that pressure and anxiety of like, oh my God, like, oh, tomorrow I got to do this and this and that, So a lot of that has been alleviated. And so I just want to encourage everyone to, just try to stay cool during this time of what's not, like what we don't know of what's going on. And, and just relax, just give yourself grace. And I don't mean relax as in like stay in bed all day. I mean, cool, if you need to have a day where you stay in bed all day, cool. I personally would encourage you to stay all bed and day every single day, all this entire time, because I do think that would lead to some kind of depression or, definitely some like health decline of your mental and your physical being. So if you can, find a show to watch, get into a documentary, take this time to become a student. There's nothing wrong with that either. If you don't necessarily feel like getting up and going to be in touch with nature, if stretching is not your thing, if exercising you haven't gotten there yet, that's totally fine. It's about taking the small steps that will lead you to where you want to be ultimately. So, that's just my quick check-in. I'll definitely be back with you guys next week for the Wind Down Wednesday. And maybe we can do some guided affirmations. I can definitely write some up. I have some that I already written. I've been journaling a lot lately, or a lot more, I should say. I found it hard to do and commit to when I was on a regular schedule, but now that I've been able to be home, I take a moment to, I won't say every day, I can honestly say I haven't been doing it every day, but I definitely get to journal a good amount during the week. And when I get to look back at my notes, or when I get to look back at the entries, I'm like, wow, this is dope. Like, I feel good. I'm trying to move in this time, because when outside opens up, I just want to be clear, it's definitely not going to be what it used to be, and it's definitely going to be some adjustments. So to avoid that shock, you know what I'm saying, you just try to ease yourself into things. Give yourself grace. You're good. You're going to be fine. It's going to be okay. I know that there are people that have lost, I'm sorry, I was a big ass seagull outside my window. I know that there are people that have had family members and friends that have been affected by this. I have too, personally. And I'm going to be honest with you, I was never tested for it, but I genuinely think I went through the coronavirus. I actually believe I had it at one point in time. And it was rough and it was crazy. And I think I had 3 of 5 symptoms, and I just kind of self-quarantined and took care of myself. And yes, while in home with 2 other beings, I self-quarantined, took care of myself, I did a lot of steaming. I did a lot of things to just try to keep my respiratory system open and stuff like that. I remember, guys, this is way more affected on people who have had or have current or pre-existing health issues. So definitely, please try to take care of yourself. That's why I think it's important for me to encourage you guys to get into exercise and to get into putting better things in your body. So I definitely will have a little something prepared for you next week, and maybe we can talk about my breakfasts. Oh, y'all, that's my child. She probably destroyed something in the living room. Well, that's been all, y'all. Let me go make sure my house ain't on fire. Peace.
Good morning, beautiful people. It's Kamaya coming back to you guys with an update on behalf of Talks with Wine. How are you guys doing? How are you guys living? How's everyone flowing? I wish there was a way you guys could really answer me back right now, because human interaction would be some of the best thing right now. But as you all know, we're on the thick and shut-in, staying inside, staying safe. As you can see, I'm recording this from my home office because studio is on lockdown. Everyone is practicing social distancing, trying to keep ourselves safe, trying to keep others safe. And I'm just here providing an update on and as to how I've been able to function and stay sane throughout this time. It's been hard. It has not been an easy thing. I'm going to tell you guys that right now. I am an annoying little creature, and I like to get up, I like to move around, I like to function, and I can't do that right now. It's hard to go for runs. because you need a mask. It's hard to do anything that requires basic human interaction. You know, it's just what it is. And you know, a lot of us are dealing with the fact that this may be the new way of life. So a lot of us are going through a mental shell shock right now as well. And when I say a lot of us, I mean me, this woman right here, this person. So I've been practicing a lot of mindfulness and meditation over the last few weeks, keeping myself zen, keeping myself centered, because shit's real. Shit is realer than Holyfield, okay? Like, it was hard at first because, you know, I was on maternity leave. And when maternity leave ended, I jumped right into quarantine. And it's just like, whoa, wait, what's going on? Oh, my lighting just definitely changed. Boston summer. Well, not even summer, Boston spring. But anyhow, it's been pretty little scary and eerie for me, and I'm really coping with dealing with quarantine, being a new mom, and not being able to socially interact with people, you know? And as I said before, I've been meditating, keeping my mind clear. I work out at home, and I do a lot of that stuff to try and keep myself focused. As far as Talks with Wine, we are trying to find ways to help you guys stay focused. So you will be getting a lot of these little videos, check-in videos from us, to just see how things are going with us and see how, you know, we are maintaining our mental sanity throughout this time, because cabin fever is real and it takes down the best of us. So yeah, that's where we're at. You know, let us know what you're doing to stay safe. Let us know what you're doing to keep busy. Do you have a schedule? Are you just saying, I'm just living day by day? Do you know what's day and what's night anymore? Like, you get what I mean? Do you sleep all throughout the day and stay up at night? What's working for you right now? Let us know. Fill us in. Give me pointers on how to keep myself busy, because I'm running out of options. Bye.